This artwork has been supplied to me free of charge from Fanhome.com. Please pop along to their website and see all of the other build-up artworks that they have to offer, as well as other collections of collectible things. Hello, I'm Chris, this is Gross Models. Welcome to issue 95 of Building Robocop, the legendary cyborg from Fanhome, D'Agostini, all them sort of people, and MGM obviously made it in the first place. But yeah, so let's have a look through the concept motorcycle, the T-Cruiser one from the new Robocop. Yeah, it was all right. It was a motorbike. It's, yeah, just got some fancy fairings on it, I think. Not really anything special. It looks quite nice, but it's not, you know, it's all right. So yes, this is what we have today, the chest armor part 2. We've got the upper front armor, like the neck assembly, right clavicle triangles and left clavicle triangle. They're basically just decorative pieces that are going on there. Then we get to fit the chest armor that we've been building up and collecting over since back in issue 3 we had some of that. Putting that together onto there and then attaching that to that with the pins that we're then putting into the side panels of the armors, as I thought they were probably going to go. And that's the chest piece completed. I like it. The real Transformers, self-configuring modular robots, yeah. Anything that's getting close to being a huge size of nanobots. That's what we're doing here. But I like it. Any new tech, I pretty much like. So there we go. Oh, translucent concrete. That's interesting. It's a step towards the Star Trek transparent aluminium, isn't it? The stuff they made the tank out of to get the whales back in time. Or forward in time, rather. There we go. That's all that. Interesting stuff. Yeah, that's interesting. Translucent concrete. When the sun shines through it at certain angles, you can see things in it. Quite nice. I like the look of that. Right, let's clear this out of the way. Let's get this neck bit done. Right, so we've got our neck piece here. We've got our clavicle pins, which have right and left on them, but they'll only go one way round because they're that shape. They just push into place. That's quite nice. I like that. A little bit of added detail. Now, these parts are plastic, but the big bit is metal. So they've got the colour matching. Very good on that. Get that all the way home. A little bit of flash on the outside of that, preventing that one from going fully home. So let's have a little shave of that. Should do that. That can then be removed, and that will go in better. There we go. That's better with that. And then we need, from previous issues, issue 3 apparently, some of this. That's going to fit on there like that and like that. Doesn't matter which way round they go. It matters which side they go, but not which order they fitted in. We're going to use a couple of 8M screws on each side of that. So let's get 4 of those out. There we go. And that will go on there. Again, that way round. With those going in like so. That's pretty easy. Make sure these are properly done up though, because otherwise things are going to be sagging. You don't want these boobs to be sagging. They should be nice and firm. There we go. Get that tightened up there as well. So that is now nice and secure. These pins that we've got left over are going to go into that side there. So I know they're loose in the outside bit, but they're going to be tight in that bit, and that's what's going to hold all of this together. So let's get the other side on there like that. 2 more screws to put in. And then I get to bring in the body to attach this. Now, I don't know. This is magnetic holding at the top, but obviously pins at the bottom. So I don't know why that should be. Was it going to hinge a little bit? Or is it just magnetic because that's an easy way of doing it where you're not going to have visible screw holes or anything like that? I don't really know. So let's get these tightened up. There we go. Right, let me bring in the body, which I have just off camera here. There we go. That's that. So this is going to go on there like so. Yeah, it's not going to hinge at all. Once that's in there, that's not going to move. But we've got the pins to fit in there. I'm going to have to arrange myself to hold this in and get the pin in. They do appear to be the same, but obviously they've got an orientation for the shaping on there. So let me get that figured out and get that together, and then I'll show you how that looks when it's together. Okay, it turns out they do have a right and a left. They are actually printed inside them, and they weren't as solid a fit as I expected them to be. So I have a little bit of glue to hold them in place and make sure they're where they should be. There's also a couple of pins that need to go through the neck piece at the top there. But that's all done, and he's looking much, much more like Robocop now than he ever has. I have got a slight problem in that at some point during the build, I've broken his left thumb. So, yeah, that's something I'm going to have to work on. I can't find the bits. Got no idea where they've gone. So I've got a tip of a thumb somewhere that's gone missing. I'll figure something out for that. I know there's a data spike option, but I think that's for the right hand. So whether I try and mod that or I don't know, because I'd quite like him to still hold his gun in his right hand. But we'll figure that out as that happens. So thank you very much for watching this part of the build. I'll see you for more in a couple of days. Bye-bye for now.